Have you ever felt such a powerful pull to understand where you come from that you'd step into a completely unknown world, maybe guided only by a faint whisper of the past?
It's a compelling idea, isn't it?
It really is. And today we're exploring Sue Monk Kidd's The Secret Life of Bees, focusing right on those initial steps Lily Owens and Rosaline Day's take on their unexpected journey.
A lot of people connect with this book. We know many of you have mentioned wanting to understand the why behind these first moves and what they actually find.
Exactly. And for those of you who enjoy digging even deeper, we really encourage you to check out the Mindful Moments section over on our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. It uses AI for some really interesting book analysis.
Right.
Great for inspiring more thought and, critical engagement.
Definitely. So our goal here is to unpack those crucial early events. We want to uncover what really propels Lily and Rosaline forward and look at those first hints of the profound connections they start to forge.
Okay, so starting right at the beginning, what really strikes me is how Lily's yearning for something different seems to crystallize around her 14th birthday.
Right. It's usually a celebration, but for her, it's more like a trigger point, isn't it? Her desire to escape T. Ray, her father, just seems to ramp up.
It does. And her request, asking to go to town with Rosaline, it sounds so simple on the surface. Almost, like any kid wanting a bit of freedom.
And it's fascinating how T. Ray's own discomfort sort of becomes this unintentional catalyst.
How so?
Well, Lily says she needs sanitary supplies, and that plays right into his awkwardness about, female puberty.
Oh, right. So he just kind of dismisses it, doesn't question it.
Exactly. It just highlights how emotionally shut off he is, how neglectful, really, and it accidentally opens this little door for Lily.
But beneath that ordinary-sounding request, there's Rosaline's motivation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's incredibly courageous and very political.
Yeah, that's crucial. Her trip isn't just a casual outing at all.
No. She's going to register to vote at the colored church. That practice sheet she has, writing her name over and over, it just speaks volumes about how huge this moment is for her. The determination, to claim a right that was so fiercely denied to Black people in the South back then.
Absolutely. And the book doesn't pull any punches about the danger.
No, it doesn't.
They mention the man in Mississippi killed just for trying to register, and Mr. Bussey explaining that cursive writing test. It was designed purely to stop Black people from voting.
It paints a really stark picture of that systemic injustice.
It does, and Lily feels it. That uneasy feeling shows she knows the danger. But Rosaline, she's just so defiant. T. Ray don't know nothing.
Yeah, that line says so much about her resolve. It showcases her bravery against this huge societal injustice, right alongside Lily's more personal need for change.
It's such a powerful contrast, isn't it? Lily's personal escape plan and Rosaline's very public, very risky act.
And just before they leave, we see these stirrings of empathy in Lily starting to surface.
Oh, you mean the bees?
Exactly. The bees trapped in the jar on her dresser.
That scene feels so important. She watches them struggling, desperate to get out, and she directly connects it to how she feels trapped by T. Ray.
Right, and then she remembers her mother being kind to roaches, of all things, choosing not to kill them.
Yeah, that memory seems to push her to actually let the bees go. It's a small act, maybe, but it feels like rebellion, and also like she's connecting with her mother's values, maybe finding her own agency.
And what's interesting is how the bees hesitate at first, even when the jar is open.
Right, like they're conditioned to being confined.
Exactly. It sort of mirrors Lily's own internal struggle, how hard it is to actually break free, even from something bad.
So their journey kicks off with a birthday cake from Rosaline. Such a touching little bit of normalcy in all this.
It really is. A symbol of love. Even their walk towards Sylvan, the details are so vivid. Rosaline walking slower, carrying her spit jug. It grounds you in the reality of their lives, their journey.
And the smells, the sensations.
Oh, yeah, that overripe peach smell. Maybe hinting at, the decay they're leaving, but also the sweetness ahead. And Lily's aching knees remind you she's just a kid, and this is physically hard.
That brief stop they make at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, the description, dim light, milky windows. It feels like a little moment of peace before everything changes.
But it is brief, isn't it? Because that confrontation near the church, that's the real catalyst.
Yeah, the men, the racism, and Rosaline's reaction, pouring the snuff juice.
Understandable anger and frustration, really, given the situation. But it leads straight to her arrest. And Lily feels completely helpless.
That moment, born out of that awful conflict, it just forces Lily to see the harsh reality outside T. Ray's farm. And it sets everything else in motion.
Yeah, that feeling of powerlessness is a huge turning point for Lily. It pushes her to do something drastic.
Breaking Rosaline out of the hospital.
Exactly. A real act of rebellion driven by loyalty, by caring for Rosaline. It pushes them further out, makes their bond even stronger.
And then comes the clue. The Black Madonna.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That image.
Lily remembers it vaguely from her mother's things. And then suddenly, she sees it on the honey jars in that little store, the Frogmore Stew General Store.
It's like this echo from her past, suddenly giving her a direction. Not just running away anymore, but running towards something.
Yes. And the storekeeper tells her about August Boatwright, a black beekeeper in Tiburon.
And he mentions her house, right? Painted the darndest shade of pink.
Pepto-Bismol pink. It immediately signals something unusual, maybe something welcoming.
And Lily just jumps to the conclusion. Her mother must have known August. It's totally understandable, that deep longing to connect with her mom, to find answers.
So it shifts, doesn't it? From just escaping T. Ray to actively seeking answers about her mother.
Definitely. Their journey to Tiburon feels different. It's a move away from Sylvan's oppressiveness. But Lily notices things.
Like no peaches, but still a Confederate flag. And the drugstore soda fountain is still segregated.
Right. It shows the complexities, the contradictions of the South then. Even seeking refuge, they can't escape the reality of segregation.
So they finally arrive at the Pink House. This feels like the start of a whole new chapter.
Absolutely. Meeting August, that first encounter. And the description of the honey house, that overwhelming scent of honey, it's such a contrast to T. Ray's place. It feels like, well, nourishment, healing maybe.
And then meeting May and June, the other sisters, it adds more layers to this new world.
Like Rosaline, she seems to feel safe almost immediately, right? Falls asleep.
Yeah, like a deep sense of peace she hasn't felt. But for Lily, it's more complicated at first.
How so?
Well, it's unfamiliar. She's suddenly very aware of the racial difference. And then there's that moment where she catches herself realizing she has her own buried prejudices when she meets August, who is so insightful.
Ah, that initial discomfort, followed by that flicker of self-awareness. It really signals the personal growth that's coming for her there.
So looking back at just these early events, you can already see some really positive things taking shape.
Definitely. You see Lily finding courage, actually seeking her truth, breaking free.
And Rosaline's incredible bravery, standing up to injustice, demanding her rights.
And then, unexpectedly, they find this glimmer of connection, this potential for belonging in Tiburon. It's not just running away anymore.
No, it feels like the start of a path towards healing, finding themselves, and maybe finding a different kind of family.
It really is just the beginning of huge transformation for both of them.
For more explorations like this one, definitely check out our podcasts. And remember, for those AI-powered insights that really make you think critically about books, visit the Mindful Moments section on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and please subscribe to the show so you don't miss our future conversations about the power of stories. Share this with anyone you think might appreciate it.
And if you feel like supporting what we do, you can consider buying The Secret Life of Bees using the link we've provided.
Thank you for joining us today.
And always remember to think critically about the stories that shape how you understand the world and yourself within it.